Hey everyone, this is Heather Leah, WRIL's Hidden Historian, and I don't know if you can hear it from here, but right across the way, I'm standing beside a beautiful and very raging waterfall. It's bigger than normal today because of all the rain we've been having. But did you know, and some of you may know, I actually didn't for a long time, and I grew up in Raleigh, but there's a waterfall in the middle of a Raleigh neighborhood. And that is what I'm here today exploring. In fact, this whole week, I'm planning to do a series of waterfalls in Raleigh or very close to Raleigh. So you don't have to go all the way to the North Carolina mountains to find a waterfall. You can go see waterfalls right here in the Triangle area. So today we're starting with this one. Now normally I would get a little closer, but it is quite raging today because of all the rain we've had. But typically you can go down there. There's a little walkway down there to go down and get closer to the falls. But this waterfall, first of all, absolutely beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful waterfall. This is Lassiter Mill, or what's left of Lassiter Mill. I guess we're at Lassiter Mill Park. And it's a neighborhood just right over there. And in fact, look over here. So you really wouldn't expect to have a waterfall, which I think most people tend to think that these types of falls. So I wanted to show you this one today, as well as the remnants of the mill. So Lassiter Mill, and that's part of what you're seeing here, right? You're seeing some of the ruins that belonged to the mill. There was a mill here standing at one point. In fact, there was a series of mills. Let me know if you can hear me. The waterfall is really loud, so I can't hear myself very well, so I'm talking very loud to make sure you can hear me. And I will say it's always a beautiful fall, but it is definitely raging more than normal today. Very, very cool sight to come look at after it's rained. But there are beaches around the fall. Oftentimes when it's not a rainy day, you'll see people out here fishing, you'll see people out here having picnics, and visiting the Lassiter Mill. And you can go right down there to that rock down there. So all week we're going to be visiting waterfalls around Raleigh or extremely close to Raleigh. And there are some beautiful waterfalls in this area. Now, and a lot of the waterfalls in this area are near other historic ruins. So you kind of get to explore a waterfall and also see some history at the same time and do a little bit of urban exploring. So a mill had been on this site longer than Raleigh has been here. The first mill that was put on this site was in the 1780s, and it was about a decade before Raleigh even existed. Now, obviously, people lived in this area, but it was not considered Raleigh. It would have been considered either Wakefield Courthouse, Wakefield, or Bloomsbury, depending on the time period. So Raleigh was not really even a thought yet, and this mill was here. In fact, there were about 70 mills that served Wake County at one point in time, but today there's only one of those mills still standing, and there is a waterfall there, and I'm planning to visit it tomorrow for tomorrow's live stream. Oh, I really want to get us a closer look at this. I'm wondering if I can go down there. I mean, I know I can go down there. Do I dare go down there? Oh, I feel like it's going to be slippery because of the rain. I'm just going to show you from here. But people do climb down there. A lot of times you'll see kids down there playing in the water. So this waterfall, for those of you who are just joining in, we're right in the middle of just a Raleigh neighborhood. And if you know it's here, then this isn't surprising. But a lot of people are often surprised to find out that there's this beautiful waterfall and rapids right here in the middle of just a Raleigh neighborhood, and that it was part of this original historic mill. Now, I've been told that other people remember in more recent times a bridge that went over this area, and that it was a very popular place for hanging out, possibly in the 1970s. So if you remember anything about that, let me know in the comments. I wasn't quite around for that yet. But anyway, this is the site of the Lassiter Mill, and really it was, again, a series of mills. Now, it's very common for historic mills to either burn down or to be destroyed by fire or flood. mills didn't always have the longest lifespan. So normally when you see a mill, you're kind of seeing the latest in a series of mills. And it looks like if you look across the way, you can see other remnants of the mill that was there. And again, this was a series of mills. Now, why were mills built here over and over again? Well, even before mills were here, this was known as a great falls. So this was an area of the river where there were lots of rapids. It was a great place to build a mill. So this has always been a part of the river where there were lots of rapids. It was a great place to build a mill. And then several of the mills were destroyed. And then most recently, there was a mill that was built in the mid-1900s. And that's where the name Lassiter came from, because of Cornelius Lassiter. So if you're wondering why is it Lassiter Mill, that was actually a more recent happening. Look at this. It's just absolutely gorgeous. Now, in my article, which I've linked to here in this post, I actually linked to an article where there are several other waterfalls in Raleigh or near Raleigh that you can visit without going very far at all, less than an hour away. If there are any that I've missed, because I only put 6, please let me know. Let me know of any other waterfalls that I should be going to, because I would love to see more. And here's another piece. I mean, look at these. Here's another piece of the old mill. Now tomorrow I'm planning to go see another waterfall. I wonder if it will be as tumultuous as this one. Again, because of all the rain, I wonder it might be. Look at how beautiful it is. Very picturesque down here at Lassiter Mill. But the mill that I go to tomorrow, the waterfall that I go to then, that's going to actually have the mill still standing. So you're going to get to compare, if you watch that live stream, you'll be able to compare what that waterfall attached to a historic mill looks like if the mill were still standing, right? So we will see that tomorrow. And that's going to be Yates Mill. And again, this one's Lassiter. So tomorrow we'll go to Yates Mill. And then later in the week, I'm going to a beautiful waterfall that's in the Juniper Level Botanic Gardens. Absolutely gorgeous. And then I'm going to pick one more waterfall to travel to. I haven't decided which one yet. There is a beautiful waterfall that is attached to the longest covered bridge in North Carolina. There's this beautiful rapids that goes under there and flows into a waterfall. So I might go to that one. So all of these waterfalls are really cool because not only do you get to see the waterfall, but you get to see often some ruins of history, learn something about the history of the area. There's a waterfall in Zebulon that actually has a beach. And so you can literally turn around and look at a waterfall and then turn the other direction and look at a beach. Kind of like here where you can see the sand. But this is a place that often a lot of people visit. It is open to the public, so it's a place that you can come see yourself. There's plenty of parking over there because today is not a day where people are getting outdoors. But again, this is Lassiter Mill. So, if you want to see more waterfalls in North Carolina or really in the Triangle area that are all very close to Raleigh or in Raleigh, take a look at the link. I've put it up in the post here so you can see it for yourself. I've got pictures of all the waterfalls so you can see which one you want to go to. Definitely something fun to do for summer, and that's what I was thinking. But if I've missed any waterfalls, let me know, because I want to go see them for myself and I want to add them to the story. So we're going to be doing a waterfall every single day this week, visiting a new one and doing a live stream and telling you how to find it, where it is, and letting you get a close look at it so you can decide, is it worth your time to visit? One more look here at the Lassiter Mill Falls. Definitely worth coming to. It's just right in Raleigh. I mean, almost no drive time to come here. And again, on a less rainy day, I often see kids playing down here on the rocks and people doing fishing. There's also hiking trails and picnic tables. So there's a lot to see here at this historic mill and waterfall. And then tomorrow I'm going to check out a new one. And we'll be going to several waterfalls later this week. So keep an eye out for those live streams so you can see them firsthand for yourself. And then maybe you can go visit them too. And again, if I missed any, let me know. Thank you for joining me today to look at Lassiter Mill and the falls here. Again, we're going to go look at other waterfalls throughout the week. I'm very excited to go visit all these waterfalls and show them to you because, well, I love to explore history, but I love to explore just really cool places too. So thank you for joining me, and I'll see you tomorrow and every day this week with a new waterfall that you could visit, and I'll take you there live so you can take a look for yourself and decide if you'd like to see it too. Bye everyone, see you next time.